Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to a Toonkind at 12 FPS. Children in the Corn. If the I don't would I would you technically be a player? What?
I mean, we're both players.
Yeah. So anyways, introduce yourself. I
It's okay. Hello, I am Winona, and today I'll be playing the maddest of lads, Mad Lad.
Our beloved, and I won't reveal who I'm playing just yet. We'll let the audience find out when it's time.
Yay. Uh,
Anyways, what is Mad Lad doing right now?
after doing his morning chores and everything, he wants to go a little bit exploring. He recently met Pepper, and now he's just wondering who else is on this farm and or forest that he has not met yet.
Has he met everyone on the farm yet?
No.
Hmm. That'll be his goal then.
He's gonna try to meet everyone on the farm. He's met a good he has met a good chunk of them, but not all of them, I don't think.
All right. Where has Mad Lad gone off to first?
He's in the forest right now. He's exploring the forest, he's enjoying himself, and you know what? Let's do the first roll. How lost is this boy? Let's see,
Oh
survival.
no.
He is not lost. He knows where he's going. He just picked a random direction and just continued to follow it.
If you go straight line in the forest, you'll get out eventually.
Exactly. He'll find something. He doesn't know what yet, but he'll find something.
Mostly found trees, that's for sure. Trees
True.
and bushes,
Bushes are
maybe some
nice,
wild berries.
which he definitely inspects. And when he thinks, yeah, when he determines that they are safe, he eats said berries and probably stuffs some in his pocket.
Nice.
Because wild raspberries are very good.
Oh, they are. They are
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah, I love them. I love when I go hiking and say on the nature trails and there's like wild raspberry bushes on the side. It's just like, I'll take some of those.
You just stop the hike completely. It's time to eat berries.
Indeed.
So would you say Mad Lad has gotten to the edge of the forest?
Yeah, he's gone probably to the edge of the forest by now.
Well, you've just got out of a big old forest. Wasn't too hard. Pretty simple. And now what you see ahead of you is a giant cornfield.
He looks at this cornfield and say, like, is it like full grown corn? Like it's full in season?
Yeah,
Mad Lad
it's ready
look
to.
ah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just saying it was in harvest. It was ready for harvest.
Nice. Mad Lad looks at this corn and he's just like, why not? Let's just keep going forward in this. And he just starts walking through the cornfield. And it's just like, yeah, and he's just like, he knows this is like a crop. He knows this is someone's corn, so he's not gonna take the corn. But he's curious, and Dad's like, oh, I don't know whose this corn it is, so I'm gonna find out.
Is Mad Lad gonna take any of the corn?
No, he's not gonna take any of the corn.
Oh, free corn though.
He doesn't know
Uh,
this.
as Mad Lad is going through the field, can you roll a perception, please?
Yes, I shall roll perception.
Okay. got
tall.
you got a 21 last time, and now you just got 10.
It's very tall corn. Say it like peak season corn is very tall and very bushy.
All, all you can see right now is corn. There is nothing else.
There's
You
nothing
can't
else but corn.
horror game right there. You're stuck in a cornfield. There's nothing going on. You're just stuck there.
He'll figure his way out eventually.
With a 10, all you really notice is distinct buzzing sound of like bugs. You
Bugs
know
are
how it
good.
is in the summer when
Yes.
they're like the cicadas are all like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The cicada noises are everywhere. It's just like dang cicadas. But also very
Mhm.
cool.
How much noise would you say Mad Lad is making going through the
I mean,
cornfield?
he's not being quiet right now. He's rustling through the corn. He's not like being stealthy or anything.
All right. And I'm just gonna roll a little something, a little something. It's a 5. Oh no.
I mean, Mad
Well,
Lad's,
I'm
yeah. He's not being
still,
subtle, but that's a 5.
yeah, it's a 5. Uh, well, you're not being subtle going through the chord. You hear very loud rustling.
Oh boy. Mad Lad's gonna take out his, let's see, roll hammer space. Yep.
Alright.
He takes out his gun. It whips around.
You see nothing currently,
Mad.
but you do notice
Mm-hmm.
there seems to be a hoof print in the ground.
Hmm. What kind of hoof print?
Roll survival.
All right.
See, or would it? No, right. Roll nature. Nature. That would work better.
He may be say he may be a ranger, but he still doesn't know nature.
Um, all you can tell from this is that it is definitely a cloved hoof. So it's not like a horse or anything. It's like gotta be like a pig or a goat or something like that.
If it's a pig or a goat, Mad Lad is gonna just slowly put away his gun. Because he's just like, oh, farm animals, farm. And say, that makes sense.
Uh, like you hear the distinct buzzing of bugs again, but this time it sounds closer.
Mad Lad is gonna turn towards where the bug sound is.
You turn and you're immediately met with a swarm of flies.
And he's just like trying to swat him away from his face.
Yeah, the flies aren't giving up. They're surrounding your face.
Get him off, get off!
So
Get off! He's just like waving his hands around. He's probably knocking over some corn stalks as he's just trying to get this swarm of flies off his face.
the flies aren't doing anything. They're not like biting or anything. There's just a lot of them, and they're in your face.
Exactly, so they need to go.
Uh, as you are trying to get this swarm of flies off, you don't notice, but there is another rustle behind you. But of course, because of all the buzzing, you can't really hear it.
Yeah, that is being way too preoccupied of these darn flies flying around his face and wanting them to buzz off. Pun intended.
um, yeah, as you're dealing with these flies, all of a sudden they start to dissipate. As the buzzing grows quiet, you hear a a young voice say, "Shoot, shoot, shoot!"
Huh?
And
Ooh.
finally, flies are gone.
Huh? Who? When? Where? Huh? And he's like looks towards the voice to see who's talking.
You see who you can now assume to be the one that left the footprint, but you see Beetroot, or Goat Boy, as you'd probably call
Yeah.
him for now.
Yes. Goat boy, our beloved. And now that just like does it. Oh, those were your hoof prints. You're a satyr.
What?
A satyr. A good person. Fungus, but you look a little bit more goat than person, but wait, you're a toon, right?
Yeah, that's what they said I was. Um, hi, I'm Beetroot. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Mad Lad. It's nice to meet you, Beetroot. And he extends a hand to shake.
Beetroot shakes his hand.
Roll strength.
Okay. Uh, hmm.
You have to beat a 6.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just
All right.
it's just a firm handshake to you. That is a Mad Lad has taken stuff from his sister.
Crushing people's hands during a handshake.
Yes.
Oh God. Um, so what exactly are you doing in the cornfields?
I'm exploring, seeing whose cornfield this belongs to. What are you doing here?
Collecting corn. And at this point, you notice that Beetroot does have a bag over his shoulder.
Oh, is this your cornfield then?
Um, well, yes. For all the time I've been here, I've never seen anyone use it, so I just took care of it anyway. Yeah,
Huh,
I'd say it's mine.
that's cool. I say I'm take care of my friend's farm. Do you know Carmenia?
No, I don't know Carmenia.
I was just curious since say she lives that way, and he points behind himself. Not even sure if he is pointing the right direction yet.
It, does she live past the forest?
Yeah, she lives past the forest.
Oh, that explains it. I can't go through that forest.
Why can't you go through that forest?
Beetroot just kind of looks at the ground like, hmm.
Are you scared of the forest?
No, well, me? I, the last time I was in there, a tree almost fell onto me, and then then another tree almost fell on me, and another. Um, yeah, I don't think the forest likes me.
I mean, he looks at the forest. He looks towards to where he thinks is the forest is. He's just like, I mean, I'm not very sure if that's just bad luck or if the forest doesn't like you. Like, I mean, there's also been bad guys trying to cut down the forest. Maybe you accidentally got caught up in that.
Didn't hear any noises though. It's just she just fell. Trees fell.
Well, maybe, well, maybe it's just bad luck. The forest is really cool. Say, come on, and he's gonna roll a survival to find the forest, and dragging this little beetroot with him. Yep,
No.
that lad just grabs his wrist and goes to the forest.
Uh, as you're at the edge of the forest, you can see a beetroot is pretty shaky because like last time several trees fell on it, almost fell on him. It's kind of like maybe not again.
That lad is just looking at him just with a bright smile and very confident attitude. It's okay, you have me with you. I promise that you won't get I promise you won't get squished by any trees.
Uh, okay. I'm not sure how you can guarantee that, but all right.
With confidence.
Do they add to the forest? Confident. So I'm guessing Mad Lad drags Beetroot into the forest.
Yes. That lad drives Beetroot into the forest.
Uh, as you enter the forest, can you roll perception?
Yes. Nice. 16.
Hmm. Okay. As soon as Beetroot enters the forest with you, you look behind and you see like a bunch of mushrooms just starting to gather up on the trees. You could have sworn that those weren't there before.
Mad lad, being the genius he is going to inspect these mushrooms.
As you're expecting the mushrooms, Beetroot goes up and oh, those mushrooms. They're not. You can probably eat those ones. Hold on, and I'm just gonna roll a quick little hold on. Intelligence. That's what a no. Wait, I should. Well, nature.
Nature.
Roll nature. Mhm. Hold on. Uh, do- Okay, so yeah, Beetroot looks at the mushroom. It says, "Well, maybe you can eat them. I, I'd have to double check, but I could take them home and see, like, and look through one of my books to see if they can be eaten.
Hmm.
Um, but as you two stand next to the tree, you notice that the tree begins to look more and more rotten. The leaves are starting to fall off and such.
Mad lad notices he's just like, wait, this definitely wasn't here before. And he looks at Beetroot and he looks at the tree and he looks at Beetroot.
Um, Beetroot is currently picking the mushrooms up off the tree.
Mad lad is gonna try to do a think thunk.
Trying to figure out what's going on. Hmm. How, what, what is going on here?
Mad lad looks at Beetroot. It's like, are you cursed?
First, uh, um, uh, uh, you could see, and as Beetroot is like stuttering, the tree grows even more rotten. You could see it starting, the wood is starting to give.
Yeah, Mad Lad pushes. Mad Lad just takes Beetroot by the hand and just like is just like nope, and going back into the cornfield.
As Magla pulls Beetroot back into the cornfield, the tree has is still at the state of rot that it was when you left,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna stay that way now.
So it doesn't get worse.
No. And Beetroot just looks up at you like, uh, so I guess you can see why I don't go into the forest. Anyways, I look, and Beetroot shows some mushrooms to Nala. I got I got some of the mushrooms. We can go see if they're poisonous or not.
Yeah, we could do that. But that still question still applies. It's just like, that's not normal. He points towards the tree. Like, did someone accidentally or purposely try to curse you or something?
Hmm, so let's just go back to my house. Yeah.
Mad Lad squints at Beetroot, but still follows him.
As you follow Beetroot, Beetroot is going like around the cornfields,
Mm-hmm.
so not going straight through it because that's not a good idea. But you arrive at Beetroot's house, and it is a little hut. It's not big. It's like it looks like kind of like a bit broken down. It looks like a witch's hut, kind of.
Hmm.
In front of it, you could see that there are some little gardens growing what you presume to be some herbs and stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Mad Lad look at us and is just nods. So, how long have you been here?
Um, 2 years? Yeah, 2 years.
Huh. Did you just find this place? Or did you just pop out of the ground here?
Do I look 2 years old to you?
Mad Lad shrugs. I don't know. I found out tunes are pretty weird at times.
I'm. I should probably do more research into tunes. Uh, but anyways, my mom. I don't know if she just stumbled upon this place or if she knew it existed, but she was the one that found it,
Oh, your
and we
mom.
lived for a while.
Oh, is
Yeah.
your mom here?
No, she's gone, passed away. You know,
Oh, and Mad Lad does look sad, and I'm sorry.
it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry.
Mad Lad, Mad Lad just looks at this kid and just does prayer hands. That it is. I mean, you shouldn't downplay your own mother's death. It's okay to hurt.
I I know it's just not really the biggest deal. Don't worry about it. Let's go see what this mushroom is.
All right, and that follows Beetroot inside. I'm guessing.
Yeah. As you follow Beetroot inside, you could see again that the house is quite small. The living room and the kitchen are one and the same. They're just one room altogether.
Ah.
And there appears to be like a door leading off into maybe a bedroom, maybe a
Mm-hmm.
bathroom. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Beetroot goes to grab a book from the bookshelf. And the book is The Mushroom Encyclopedia.
Nice.
Sorry, excuse me. Uh, do you want you could look around the house?
Yeah, say Mad Lad say we'll look around and say perception or probably just look at our perception.
Yeah,
He's
perception.
curious.
Sure.
Now I get the good rolls.
uh, so let's say you start in the kitchen area.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, has like a little cast iron stove, and above that stove is a cabinet. Do you open the cabinet?
He's gonna open the cabinet.
Um, on one side of the cabinet there is what appears to be jars full of like dried up herbs and stuff.
Nice, nice.
And on the other side, there appears to be a few dishes. Like there's like, like 3 plates, like 3 forks, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a mortar and pestle in there.
Nice.
And
Madeline has seen these sort of things before.
yeah, that's pretty much it for
Mm-hmm.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
Uh, the dining room area, it's
Mm-hmm.
just one big room. It's just a table and like 2 chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Lad probably eventually wanders back over to Beetroot to like look over his shoulder just to say, what are these mushrooms?
I think about Beetroot is flipping through the book, looking for mushrooms, and then turns to a page with. Hold on, I gotta get the picture.
Oh yeah, picture's nice.
Yeah, pictures.
Yay.
I need to look up quickly. Like, okay, what are wild mushrooms that aren't poisonous?
Yeah.
But you see a picture of this mushroom,
Nice.
and it's Beetroot's read. It's the same mushroom that Beetroot has in his hands right now.
Mm-hmm.
Beetroot reads through. All right, so this mushroom is called the hen of the woods, and it isn't poisonous.
So we
It's
can
good.
eat. So we can eat it.
Yeah. Or you
Huh.
might want to cook it first, season it, but you know.
They say that Mad Lad nods. That's true. That's true.
Um, well, you want me to cook it up right now? I can.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I I'm going to. Beetroot just goes over to the kitchen area and grabs like a frying pan, some
Mad Lad.
matches and whatnot.
Yeah.
The
Mad
stuff
Lad
it up.
follows the Mad Lad follows the kid.
Um, if you're able to, there is outside the house is a cellar door. In the cellar there is some let's go with olive oil and butter. If you could get the butter and olive oil from there, I'd be really grateful.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. As he rushes outside and follows directions.
Roll perception to find the cellar.
All right.
Should be too hard, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, not too hard.
Yep.
That's a 21.
Mm-hmm. The key finds it relatively quickly.
Yeah. Uh, now roll a strength to get the doors open.
Oh, okay then. Nope.
No. Um, so you go to the doors, you unlock them, and you try to pull on both of them at the same time, which is not a good idea. You get it a bit open, and then you just can't lift anymore, and they end up slamming shut.
Mad Lad's gonna try again. He's a stubborn kid.
Nine. All right, this time you open up one door, and it takes a while to get
Mm-hmm.
it fully open, but you got it. Now you just gotta do the other door.
Can Mad Lad squeeze through the one door?
You could try. I'd say, well, how big is Mad Lad?
He's
Would you say just like
Mad.
kind of
Let's
like the
say
size of the?
Mad's a kid. He's 4 foot.
Yeah, I'd say he'd be able to squeeze through. It's not exactly the greatest way to enter because, well, you got to go downstairs and having a
True.
door is not the greatest.
True. True. He'll try one
But
more.
yeah,
He will try one more time to get the other door open. Yeah.
yeah. This time it's much easier. You've gotten used to these doors. Now you're a pro.
Yeah. They were just rusty. He just is having a hard time getting it open.
You enter the cellar, and it is quite dark down there.
That say Bad Lad is gonna take out a torch. Let's see if he can take out a torch. He takes out a torch. That's already lit because tunes.
As you take out the torch, you see that there is a light switch that you could easily turn on.
Oh, Bad Lad turns on the light switch and puts away the torch.
Uh, in the cellar, there's a bunch of shelves. On some of these shelves are various canned goods. Some some of the cans have berries in them. Some of them have some pickled vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's like looks like one part of the corner where there appears to be like different meat products, which certainly odd for a goat to be eating, but like tunes.
Yeah.
And can you roll a perception to find the butter and the olive oil?
He will try.
Oh. Uh, so you're looking through all these shelves, and all you can find so far are various pickled goods and berries. You found some of the corn that Beetroot has been picking. Some of it is canned. That's pretty cool. But you can't find the butter or the olive oil.
Mad Lad thinks while he's looking through all these cans, it's just like, once he's done eating what's inside, does he eat the can itself?
Oh no.
It's like Mad Lad is thinking of this as he sees all these cans. He's just like, does he eat the actual can? As he's just like wanders off in thought a little bit, he's just like, he's a goat. He's also a Toon. But Toon goats like probably go by the rule of funny. So he could technically eat the can, but would he? I don't know what his mother. He doesn't know what his mother is, so he doesn't know if his mother was a goat like him or was he was adopted. So now he's just pondering in thought these questions.
Beetroot never said that he didn't know what his mother looked like, but that was just assuming.
Yes.
Uh, as you're contemplating this, you hear a very familiar buzzing. The swarm of flies has reappeared.
That glares at the flies. Hey, I'm just trying to find the butter and the olive oil. I don't want to deal with you again.
The flies end up flying over to another shelf, and they seem to be trying to move a, like a bottle of something. The bottle of something you figure out is olive oil.
Oh, Mad Lad takes the bottle of olive oil. Thank you. You wouldn't happen to know where the butter is, would ya?
You hear from the flies. It still very much sounds like buzzing, but it also sounds like it's mixed in with like excuse me, sorry. It
Mm-hmm.
sounds like it's mixed words as well. Should I have you roll to try to figure this out?
Probably perception. Try.
Yeah, perception would probably work, yeah.
Try to distinguish the voices. All right.
What you can make out is Bug saying you and then him, then nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's nice, and I'm glad you think I'm nice. I'm not very sure. I mean, you're nicer than I first met you, but
The bugs start buzzing again, and they're starting to like buzz louder. Now you can make out a little bit more of what they're saying. They're saying you treat him nicely.
Yeah, why wouldn't I treat him nicely?
The flies seem to quiet down on their buzzing, and then they just leave.
At least tell me where the butter is! He yells after the flies.
The flies are here to be cryptic. They won't tell you anything else. Won't say anything else.
Mad Dad just glares at the flies. They were nice for 1 second. He's not very sure how to feel about the flies yet. But he's gonna try to damn look for that butter. There! Can he find the butter?
All right. Yeah, he can find the butter.
Da da da
He
da.
realizes the butter was in a really weird container that does not look like a butter container in the slightest.
What does it look like?
It looked like a teapot, but sort of square. So so you assumed it was just like, oh, it's just a weird teapot. No, it's to hold the butter.
Yeah, Mad Lad looks at this, has no idea, this looks too fancy for him, and just takes the butter up with the olive oil.
As once you enter the hut again, you see Beetroot is just kind of chopping up the mushrooms, and you see that there's a jar of some sort of herbs next to him.
Sorry that took me so long. Here's the butter and the olive oil. Also, hey, what's up with those flies?
Uh, well, they kind of just followed me around. Y you, I'm not sure what's really going on with them.
Yeah, they're weird. They showed me where the olive oil was, and then they left. They also said, I also think, I'm not very sure if they like me or not. It's just like, they said, I treat you nice, and I'm like, of course, why wouldn't I treat you nice? They're just very weird.
They're protective of me, I guess. They don't really need to be anymore, but they are. Anyways, Beetroot just goes back to cooking up the mushrooms.
Yeah, Mad Lad watches. So, you live here alone?
Yeah, I do. Well, the flies are there, obviously, but they don't really live here. Do flies ever live anywhere?
Mad Lad shrugs. I don't know. Maybe? I'm still learning stuff as a ranger.
What's a ranger?
Oh, protector up of the forest. I'm an official ranger. As he then takes out, he's gonna go through his hammer space. Yeah, he takes out a little, I forget what kind of metal, a little metal pendant that looks like it's a little metal pendant that it says, I think the back of it says Ranger on it. I'm on official ranger, official rescue ranger team.
Oh. So rangers protect the forest, huh?
Yeah. They also protect other people too. Like, we're not only just protectors of the forest, we're protectors of people too. We're like heroes, which is weird because I used to be a pirate, but a lot of things changed. Well, I'm still technically.
What's a pirate?
That lad just does the dramatic face. You don't know what a pirate is?
No, I don't. I haven't really. All I really know is more nature stuff, and yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you don't even know what a pirate is. You poor soul. He just like grabs Beaver's shoulders, just like, I feel so bad for you right now. What do you know? Have you even been outside this farm?
Yeah, I've been outside the farm, but only in one other place, I guess. So,
What
yeah,
place?
place. The root like goes back to cooking the mushrooms.
Oh, so you cut out for me.
Oh, he just said a place.
What was the place's name?
Um, well, tell me more about what a pirate is. Now I'm curious.
Malat narrows his eyes at at this fellow kid. But he's like, a pirate is a sailor, but we don't abide by any rules. We do what we want anytime we want. We find treasure, we plunder and pillage, and say it's a lot of fun.
Very village. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Where
say,
I come from, you'd probably be called like uh devil worshippers or something like that. You know,
hey, that's offensive to my mom. She's a tiefling.
the tiefling.
A tiefling is a race that originated in the nine circles of hell. Or at least that's what I've been told.
Hmm, interesting.
They say they have horns and tails and everything. They call them devils, but they're not devils. At least not directly. They're not. They say my mom's not evil. They say she just does what she wants. Well, she used to, but
Wait,
unfortunately,
so she looks like me? And he
no.
like points to the horns and the tail.
No. That lad shakes his head. No. They have skin like me, but they have similar horns like you, but they're not furry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fortunately, we're similar in the way that my mom is gone too.
Uh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Eh, it say it still hurts, but I say like you, it's just maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on myself. It's just like he sort of just like pulls up a chair and sits down. It's just like it's still hard to think about it, especially when I felt like I could have done something. Well, I know I couldn't have done something. That's really the problem I'm trying to deal with.
I I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Now they just silence, I guess.
Yeah. did your mom
Um,
did your mom teach you
oh,
how to cook?
yeah, kind of. She bought well, not really bought. We don't have money, but she got like a bunch of recipe books, and we kind of figured it out from there.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mm. Uh, Beetroot soon finishes up cooking the mushrooms and gets out two plates. It's the mushrooms on it.
Aw.
There you go.
They smell really good.
It's good. Never really cooked for someone else before. I've only ever cooked for my mom. So I don't know if she was just saying that I was a good cook just to compliment me.
Well, let's find out. as he takes a forkful of the mushrooms and plops them into his mouth.
Well, does Mad Lad like mushrooms?
He does like mushrooms.
Well, then I'm pretty sure he likes this.
I say, yeah. I've had these sort of mushrooms before. It's just like, I don't know. I have to say you are really good at cooking. And say it does taste good.
That's good. And instead of taking a fork and eating like just bits of it, Beetroot ends up just kind of shoveling it into his mouth.
Don't you know how to use a fork?
I do. Uh, haven't eaten all day.
I feel that. And say he's just like, yep, I've done the same thing before. Yeah. And say Mad Lad eats all the mushrooms. He's very happy.
So it's as the day passes, let's say Beetroot and Mad Lad probably just end up hanging out, talking.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Lad probably introduces Beetroot to more concepts.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Mad Lad.
And
Oops, sorry, you go.
oh no, you can go ahead first.
There you go.
No, you go.
And say Mad Lad probably even like takes him up and say he probably asks like, what do you like to do to play?
I've never really played people before, but sometimes I would make corn husk dolls, and I'd pretend that they were like little people.
Oh,
That
weird.
would do that.
No. I say it's good. I say it's fine to play with dolls. And I say I like playing with my stuffed toys when when I'm alone.
You're allowed to have stuffed toys.
You're not?
Well, I guess I'm allowed now, but before I wasn't.
Why not?
Um, it I'm not too sure.
That's weird. Does he have any toys on him?
Um,
No, I'm talking to myself.
Just looking through all his items, like,
Yes. He does not have stuffed toys. But say he does have coloring stuff. But that's about as Mad Lad say, let's see. Yeah, he takes out some paper and some crayons. I don't have any toys, but I got crayons and paper.
Beetroot picks up a crayon and sniffs it. Is this candle wax?
Yeah. Or at least something
Interesting.
similar to it. I don't know exactly what they're made of, but I heard they're being similar to candle wax. But you could say, but look, as he puts the paper on the ground and takes a crayon and starts drawing a tree. But it's colored, so you can draw. You can draw pictures.
Beetroot is looking at this paper with amazement, like, oh, it's cool. I've only ever drawn with ink before.
Yeah, now you got all these colors to work with. As Mad Lad pushes the box of crayons towards him. Come on, let's draw.
Beetroot ends up drawing like a bunch of like different flowers and plants and stuff.
Yeah,
Does Mad Lad draw?
Mad Lad draws a picture of his mother, or at least a little kid picture of what his mother looks like, and then he talks about his family and starts drawing them too. And he also starts drawing Toontown. He's like, have you ever been to Toontown?
No.
It's a
What's it
really
like there?
It's really big city. Like huge, gigantic, but it's so much fun. And say there's parks there, there's places to eat, there's plenty of places to get candy and other stuff. There's also stores too where you can buy toys.
Sounds cool. I've never had candy before. I've heard of it, and
What?
I've tried making it before using some sugar cane, but
You haven't
not
had
that easy.
candy before? What has your life been like? As he rolls Hammer's face again because he does have candy. Here, take my hard candy. This is the good stuff. Also, here's some Laffy Taffy. Here's some Pixie Sticks. They say here's some lollipops. What else do I have? I got Jawbreakers. Do not chew on those. He like has this handful of these handful of candies. He just shoves them at Beetroot.
Beetroot takes the jawbreaker and flops it in his mouth, and you hear a loud crack come from his mouth.
That sort of just freezes and just waits to see what Beetroot's reaction is.
It's kind of sour.
Are you okay?
Yeah. And as Beetroot says that, you see pieces of the jawbreaker in his mouth. You realize that he was able to bite down and break the jawbreaker.
There's sparkles in Bad Lad's eyes, like, ooh, you could break a jawbreaker.
Can you not?
No, they're usually very, very hard.
Huh.
That's awesome.
So, as they keep hanging out, it gets darker and darker outside until it's like around dusk.
Mm-hmm.
Beetroot looks over to Madeline like, "You should probably head home. It's not good to travel into the forest when it's super dark out."
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sorry, but I like hanging out with you. You're awesome.
Sorry. Beetroot does like kind of a very flustered blush. Like, thanks. Well, we can hang out again. I could probably figure out a way to go around the forest and visit you. Uh, where do you say you hang out?
Carmenia's farm. I could yeah, we can do that. Next time I'll come straight to your place and then we can figure out a way to get to Carmenia's farm or vice versa. You'll know Carmenia's farm because of all the giant stag beetles.
Giant stag beetles?
Yeah.
Just giant bugs?
Giant bugs. Huge bugs. They say all real kind, except for Red. He's my little Toonkind one. I have a soft spot for Red. But we have fireflies and everything. It's really cool.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to go there next time.
Yeah. Definitely come and visit. And there's other people on the farm too, so you won't be lonely. You should come visit us all.
That sounds really nice.
Bad Lad nods.
If you need help getting home, I can ask the flies to guide you if you want.
I got this. Don't worry. But do you want to just walk to the edge of the forest then?
Sure. Go to the edge of the forest. You see the tree that was rotting before.
Yeah. Bad Lad looks at the trees just like, maybe someday we'll figure out why that happens. I see why now why trees are falling over. for some reason, it seemed like when you were around, the tree started rotting.
It's, it probably has some sort of explanation.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of explanation. I'm not very sure if you know, I feel like Curse, you seem too nice of a fellow to purposely do something like that.
Why would I do that on purpose? I never want to do
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. That's like you don't. It's just like it's weird, but not weird. I mean, I feel sorry that you can't enjoy the forest, but we'll figure this out. Say maybe one day you can come into the forest and I can show you all the wonders of it.
Well, it has been a long time since I've gotten fresh berries. It'd be nice to have them. My mom was able to go out there before. Now all I got is like the canned frozen ones. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh! 1 second. Because I did say he picked these up. Mad Lad smiles as he digs through his hammer space and takes out the handfuls of berries that he picked, fresh berries that he's picked. Here, I picked these up along the way.
Are you sure you could keep them?
No, I can find them anytime. They're rare for you. Take them.
Beetroot looks so happy. Thank you so much.
No problem. And Mad Lad gives Beetroot a hug.
Oh. Oh.
Don't worry, I'll come and visit and we can play.
Yeah.
Mad Lad gives an affirmative nod. Alright, but I should probably get going before it gets too dark. You have a good night, okay, Beetroot?
You too.
Alright, bye! As he then takes off
Bye.
into the forest.
As soon as Mad Lad is out of sight and out of hearing range, Beetroot gets the kind of disappointed look on his face. And as he turns around, his shadow has suddenly become more defined. He looks down at the shadow and he said, "You know, you don't have to be so hostile towards them. You know, it probably Mom would probably want me to meet new people. I don't understand why you don't want me to." The shadow doesn't seem to say anything. And then the Beetroot seems to have heard something from it. "Well, yeah, I get it, but we're not there anymore. I'm not gonna listen to that guy anymore. I'm not gonna follow his goddamn rules anymore. See, look, he swore. I don't understand why you want to do it. You want to follow his rules." And Beetroot just walks back to his house. And that's the end.
Ah, the lore! Ah! Ah!
Sprinkle in some lore, you know how it is.
Yes, I know how it is. It was perfect lore. All right. Thank you for doing this. This has been lots of fun.
Yeah, it has been. Just two kids hanging out.
Just two kids hanging out. All right, and thank you for. Oh, sorry, you go.
I was gonna say we should say bye to the audience.
Yeah, I was gonna say bye. Yeah, I was gonna say bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.